Ah, okay, das ist ein neuer Bildschirm quasi.
A complicated floating robot with a spinning antenna on its head.
Hm.
A tall robot wearing a top hat. A small, simple robot.
Mit mehreren Beinen. Das ist ja schon fast spinnenartig.
A rotund robot wearing a monocle.
Ahoy, my dear friend. Oswald Factorbuilt at your service.
There's no more your dear friend than Rex as your creation, you beside gear oiler.
Oh, don't mind Cornelius. He's been bitter since the first great rolling brownout.
Better, I'll show you bitter, you backbiting bot snatcher.
I think I like these guys, boss.
Oh je. Was wir hier alles für Gequatsche haben heute.
What's in that building?
Why, Arbiter's Court, of course. Why else would we be here?
I need to see Arbiter.
We all do, my dear friend. But the courthouse is locked, and first come, first served.
Mhm.
Why are you waiting in line?
Justice. I'm here for justice. To prove that I, Cornelius Factorbuilt, created this marvelous machine, Rex. Rex Cornelius built.
Ignore him, my dear friend. Candidly, he is 10-23 flops short of a kilo, if you catch my drift. The machine's name is Oswald Built. Rex Oswald Built.
This is over a name? Why not just let Rex decide?
Ridiculous. This is about principle.
This is about pride.
So, boss? Would you fight over me like this?
You could call yourself Crispin Crispian for all I care. As long as you still pull things off ledges for me, that is.
Glad to know I'm loved.
Okay, wahrscheinlich müssen wir jetzt hier eine Entscheidung für die treffen, ja?
How are you going to decide who gets Rex?
For the law, fool. The law.
Please excuse my brother. He can barely remember pi to the 23rd digit, let alone his manners.
For
I rest my case. Suffice it to say, old chap, we await the reopening of the courthouse. Or more precisely, we await a summons from Arbiter who will decide our case.
who will say whose contribution was more important? Who will say, in fact, that my contribution was more important?
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has lots of claws and shoots lasers. It stole something of mine. Have you seen it?
Indeed. The robot you described sounds like Scraper, Metrobine's enforcer. Whatever he took is gone forever.
I refuse to accept that.
Oh, he refuses. How delightful.
Ja, ne?
Do you know where I can find a power source?
Alas, my friend, power is not so abundant in Metropole as it once was.
Nagank Metromine seized it all, seized it, and doles it out. And there's hardly enough to go around now.
Okay.
Metromine keeps all power sources in the Great Tower where the Council used to meet. If you want to share it, you will need to pay her in megacycles.
Megacycles?
Yes, megacycles, you ninny. CPU cycles, brain power. Kind of power she really wants.
Hm.
Her low-rate processor was made for running trains, not a city.
Hm. Das macht ja sogar Sinn.
Could someone else judge your case?
Of whom were you thinking? Metromine, perhaps? Authoritative, to be sure, but I fear she would claim Rex for the good of all.
And since the subway schemer
He means Metromine.
shut down our builder Factor, he cannot help either.
What about Horatio?
Who?
Me.
And why should we listen to you?
I've built a robot before. And I have no stake in this.
Yes, well and good, but this is a matter of law and logic. A bit harder than banging together a tin can like your companion. How can we know your reasoning is sound?
Ihr testet mich aber worüber?
Test me.
An interesting proposition. What do you say, Cornelius?
What do I say? I say that you are a liar and a thief, Oswald. But as to this Horatio, well, as to him, so be it.
Boss, if they make us find 7 lost crystals, I'm quitting.
Shh. Roger. Consider this. At the Binomial-Rätsel, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party.
The what circle is gathered at the what? Is this some kind of vocab test?
I said quiet.
Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler-built.
Blasted Sternweilers.
And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture.
This is ridiculous!
Pay attention. Factor or Sternweiler. Quad-core, linear type, or multiplex.
Indeed. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear type robot was built by factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probabilitist circle cannot possibly be true?
Was? 5 Roboter besitzen Lineartypen. 5 Roboter besitzen einen Vierkern. 4 Roboter besitzen einen Multiplex. 4 Roboter stammen von Sturmweiler. 5 Roboter stammen von Produkt. Kannst du das nochmal wiederholen? Oh ja, bitte.
Could you repeat the question?
Indeed. At the Binomial-Rätsel, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party. Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler built. And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear type robot was built by factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad core.
Now listen. Which of the following statements about the probabilitist circle cannot possibly be true?
5 Roboter besitzen Lineartypen. 5 Roboter besitzen einen Vierkern. 4 Roboter besitzen einen Multiplex. 4 Roboter stammen von Sternweiler. 5 Roboter stammen von Produkt. Wir wissen, es sind 7 Roboter und wir wissen, es sind mehr Produktroboter als Sternweiler. Damit können keine 4 von Sternweiler sein.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Einer von 7 besitzt einen Vierkern, 2 von 7 besitzen ein Linear, 3 von 7 stammen von Sternweiler, 4 von 7 besitzen einen Multiplex, 5 von 7 stammen von Produkt. Gott, mein Kopf tut weh.
Could you repeat the question?
Indeed. At the Binomial-Rätsel, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party. Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler built. And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler builds. Second, every linear type robot was built by factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad core.
Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Einer von 7 besitzt einen 4-Kern. Kann nicht sein, weil wenn die Produktionsroboter jeweils zu zweit auftreten und Sternweiler alle 4 Kernwaren von Produkt heißt boah, da kriegt man echt Kopfschmerzen. Ich hätte gerne das Rätsel einmal hier als Text unten drunter stehen oder würde zwischendurch in meine Notizen gucken, damit ich die alle durchgehen kann und anklicken kann, beziehungsweise alle einzeln durchgehen kann und mir zusammenreimen kann, welches davon sein kann und was nicht. Ich brauche diesen Text vor Augen. Das Einzige, was ich jetzt gerade machen kann, ist, ich mache mir jetzt ein Foto von den ganzen Fragen, die hier sind, mit meinem elektronischen Außenhirn. Klick. Hör mir jetzt nochmal an, was sie zu sagen haben. Und versuch in der Zeit irgendwie Dinge auszuschließen.
Could you repeat the question?
Indeed. At the Binomial-Rätsel, 7 robots in the probability circle are gathered for a party. Each robot is either a factor-built or a Sternweiler-built. And moreover, each robot is designed with either a quad-core, a linear type, or a multiplex processor architecture. Now I will tell you 3 things about these probabilitists. First, there are more factor-built robots than Sternweiler-builts. Second, every linear-type robot was built by factor. Finally, Sternweiler never built a robot with a quad-core.
Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Ich habe das jetzt tatsächlich anders gemacht. Ich habe mir Fotos von allen Informationen gemacht, die gesagt wurden. Also, wir haben 7 Roboter. Soweit so gut. Das steht ja auch hier überall drin. Somit ist das erstmal alles okay. Jeder Roboter ist mit einem 4-Kern, einem Lineartyp oder einem Multiplex-Prozessor ausgestattet. Okay. Es gibt mehr Produktzwerke als Sternweiler-Werke. Jeder Lineartyp-Roboter stammt von Produkt. Sternweiler hat niemals einen Roboter mit 4 Kern gebaut. Das heißt, sowohl 4 Kern als auch linear sind von Produkt. Wenn genau 2 Produktzwerg-Roboter die gleiche Prozessorarchitektur haben, welche der folgenden Aussagen muss dann wahr sein? Welche der folgenden Aussagen muss dann wahr sein? Einer von 7 besitzt einen 4-Kern, kann nicht sein, weil ist Produkt. Muss 2 sein, weil die kommen ja doppelt vor, haben sie gesagt. Wenn 2 Produktzwerg-Roboter die gleiche Prozessorarchitekturen haben. Das 1 kann es nicht sein. 2 von 7 besitzen einen Lineartypen. Jetzt lass mich eben nochmal schauen. Jeder Lineartyp-Roboter stammt von Produkt. Das ist durchaus möglich. 3 von 7 Robotern stammen von Sturmweiler. Das deckt sich, glaube ich, mit dem, was wir beim ersten Mal gesagt haben. 4... Quatsch. Nee, stimmt. Wir haben gesagt, 4 wurden von Stern nicht... ja. Jetzt habe ich selber einen Knoten in der Zunge. Wir haben gesagt, was auf jeden Fall falsch ist, 4 von 7 wurden von Sternweiler gebaut. Aber es kann durchaus sein, dass 3 von Sternweiler gebaut wurden. 4 von 7 besitzen einen Multiplex. Wenn Sternweiler weniger da hat als Produkt, kann es nicht 4 sein, Und Multiplex ist das Einzige, was Sternweiler noch gebaut haben kann an der Stelle, weil Vierkern und Linear alles Produktwerke sind. Das ist definitiv falsch. 5 von 7 stammen von Produkt. Kann deswegen nicht sein, weil Produkt immer die Kombination geliefert hat. Also 2 Vierkern und 2 Lineartypen. Also 5 kann auf keinen Fall sein, es könnten 6 sein. Wenn sie quasi 4 Vierkerner und 2 Lineartypen geschickt haben. Das heißt, was noch möglich ist, ist 2 von 7 Robotern besitzen einen Lineartypen oder 3 von 7 Robotern stammen von Sternweiler. Gleiche Argumentation wie mit dem 5, also dann wären es ja 6, wenn es irgendwie mehr davon gibt. Es können auch 4 von 7 Robotern einen Lineartypen haben. Das heißt, 3 von 7 Robotern, ja, dann muss aber auch nicht richtig sein. Also ich schwanke zwischen 2 und 3. Sie können beide richtig sein. Moment, ich gucke nochmal genau nach. Genau ist auch genau schon der richtige Ansatzpunkt. Wenn genau 2 Produktzwerg-Roboter die gleiche Prozessorarchitektur haben, welche der folgenden Aussagen muss dann wahr sein? Entweder das oder das. 2 haben einen Lineartypen oder 3 stammen von Sternweiler. Ich versuch's hiermit.
2 of the 7 robots have linear-type processors.
Failure? Failure? Clearly, you are unfit to judge our case.
Warum?
Go bother someone else.
Warum? Also wir können es wahrscheinlich einfach direkt nochmal machen. Jemand anderen finden?
What if I could find someone you respect? Someone who would be willing to judge your case?
Well, I suppose there's no harm in looking.
No harm to us, anyway. If you want to waste your time meddling in our affairs, then I suppose it is yours to waste.
Very good then. I am uploading the facts of our dispute to your data pouch. If you can find a suitable judge, let us know.
Können wir trotzdem nochmal versuchen?
And the binomial Billeniums, 7 robots.
Ja gut, das habe ich mir alles wegfotografiert, das geht. Genau, das war 4 von Sternweiler, das kann nicht wahr sein.
4 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Good show.
The preceding facts are unchanged. Now, answer this. If exactly 2 factor-built robots have the same type of processor architecture, then which of the following must be true?
Naja. Dann mache ich den hier, wobei ich immer noch der Meinung bin, dass das hier auch korrekt sein müsste.
3 of the 7 robots were built by Sternweiler.
Correct. Here is the third question. The facts are still unchanged. Which of the following types of processor architecture might you find in a probabilitist built by Sternweiler?
Nur Multiplex. Alle anderen sind ausgeschlossen. Ich gucke nochmal gerade in meine gemachten Fotos. Erstens, es gibt mehr Produktzwerke als Sternweiler. Das ist uninteressant. Zweitens, jeder Lineartyp stammt von Produkt. Also ist der schon mal raus. Drittens, Sternweiler hat niemals einen Roboter mit 4 Kernen gebaut. Kann nur Multiplex sein.
Only multiplex.
Well, it seems we underestimated you, my friend. Please, take some time to consider, and let us know when you are ready to hear our arguments.
Mein Kopf tut weh. Das ist Rex, okay.
A small, simple robot.
Können wir mit dem auch reden? Ja, offenbar schon. können die miteinander spielen hier.
Is that really the best idea you can come up with, boss?
Möchtest du wieder an deiner Lampe rumlutschen?
Hey, Crispin, need some more practice?
Practice? Ha! I'm ready to go.
Oha. Ja gut, dann erzählt mir doch mal... Okay,
A
Moment.
complicated floating robot with a spinning antenna on its head.
Ja, erzählt mir mal von eurem Fall.
I'm ready to hear your arguments.
Excellent, excellent. My dear friend, this is not a difficult case. In the Primordium, it was once said, 10 people have 10 ideas and 20 idle hands. Wise Horatio, long years have passed, but the principle remains true. Did Cornelius have the idea for my beloved Rex? I concede he did. But who built him with his own claws and tools? Who hammered and soldered and wired Rex? That would be my humble self. Wise Horatio, a robot's fabrinomic has the suffix built, not designed. And Rex is Oswald built, no matter who designed him.
Okay,
He makes a good case, boss.
what about you, Cornelius?
Ah, if you're so smart, you can figure this out for yourself. The question isn't what built Rex, but who built him. Your little friend there isn't named Hammerbuilt or Plasma Torchbuilt. You call him Horatio Built. Every robot uses tools to build. Oswald was merely a tool with tools. My vision was the creative force. And if you disagree, then you can go and rust in the rain.
What do you think, boss? Who gets to take credit?
Sie haben beide einen Punkt. Also, mal so rein nach geltendem Recht ist eine Idee an sich nicht schützenswert. Wenn er nur die Idee hatte, ey, ich baue einen Roboter, ja, Glückwunsch. Auf der anderen Seite haben wir sowas wie die IP, die Intellectual Property, also durchaus ein schützenswertes Werk, so gesehen. Er ist nur ein Tool, finde ich schwierig, weil er offenbar sowas wie ein eigenes Bewusstsein hat, sofern Roboter ein eigenes, selbstständiges Bewusstsein haben können. Hat er ein eigenes Bewusstsein, weil er ist ja quasi auch von Produkt gebaut, genauso wie er und deswegen nicht höher gestellt oder sonst was. Gehe ich mal davon aus, dass sie ein ähnliches Bewusstsein haben und er damit kein einfaches Tool ist. Ich finde es schwierig, weil eigentlich ist es ein Gemeinschaftswerk dann an der Stelle und dann muss man irgendwie einen Mittelweg finden. Warum nicht einen Doppelnamen machen? Produkt finde ich jetzt irgendwie doof, weil Produkt hat ja jetzt gar nichts mehr damit zu tun. Auf der anderen Seite hat Produkt den beiden wahrscheinlich überhaupt erst die Idee gegeben, ihn erfinden zu können, oder die Möglichkeit gegeben, ihn erfinden zu können. Und Horatio hat ja gesagt, bei Chris, mir ist egal, wie du dich nennst. Deswegen, ich würde sagen, lass den Kleinen doch selber entscheiden.
No one can take credit. Neither of you could have built Rex without the other. So neither of you can put your name on him. His name is Rex No-Built, version 1.
Outrageous!
Surely, sir, you have misspoken.
No, I have not. In any case, Rex is his own robot. He can make up his own mind.
What fools we were to accept his judgment.
Indeed. Wait!
Well, boss, hats off to you.
Alles klar, wir haben schon mal 2 weniger und einen Hut. Können wir den eintauschen?
It's a fine felt hat. Given its age, it's in remarkable condition.
Nur mal so eine Idee. Können wir den Crispin aufsetzen?
time holding out for a crown.
Nein, um seiner liebsten Lampe Eindruck zu machen.
Hello? Hello?
I don't think it can hear you, boss.
Okay.
A tough-looking war machine.
Gut.
Excuse me.
Sir, my apologies, sir. 187th Legion built. Surly Company. Reporting.
Horatio Nobuild, version 5. A pleasure.
Horatio Nobuild, sir? Never heard of any service bot with that designation. Still, it's good to see another Urbanian, sir. After things got foobarred back home, I figured Surly Company was all that was left.
Urbanian? What are you talking about?
Assad finally made a friendly and he's as cracked as Primer. No offense, sir, just hoped... Well, never mind that. How can I assist you, sir?
Das weiß ich noch nicht. Erzähl mir doch mal was.
Surly Company. Urbanian. What are you talking about?
Well, sir, I'm not sure quite where to start. I had you figured for one of us, seeing as how you came up as a friendly on my IFF.
I could see you as a member of Surly Company, boss, but as friendly? No.
Zumi's got some mouth on him, huh, sir? Always do those flyboys.
Look, why don't you just give me a quick rundown?
Well, sir, can't see the harm, even if you are a decoy. War's over, after all. It was over before Surly Company even deployed. See, we're Urbanian robots. A long time back, Urbani and Metropol got to fighting over something, who knows what. The Metropolitans fried our civilians, and Legion told us to strike back. Word was, some big airship of ours was supposed to knock out Metropol's defenses, and we just come in for mop-up. But the Metros took our ship down with their own heavy hitter, some giant named Goliath.
I see.
Anyway, Surly Company was all that was left, so we deployed 200 strong.
What happened then?
Well, it's a long march from Urbani, sir, and most of us broke down on the way. All said and done, the only ones who made it were me, 113th, and a signal bot we call Primer. The rest are all out there in the dunes somewhere.
I'm sorry.
War's war, sir. If it didn't crash hard, they wouldn't have built us in the first place.
If it makes you feel any better, Horatio cut Goliath's finger off.
Well, sir, someone ought to stick a medal on your chest.
Why are you in line?
Seeing as how I'm on the outside now, sir, I figured I had to go pay restitution for shooting up the enemy HQ.
Enemy HQ?
Yes, sir. That big tower in the center of the city.
Okay, so why haven't you paid? It sounds like all of this happened a long time ago.
Years ago, sir. But the courthouse has been locked down the whole time.
Hm.
I figured they'll open it up eventually, and then I can clear my name.
What if it doesn't open?
Well, sir, I know all about hurry up and wait.
Can I try opening that door?
Belay that, sir. The authorities told me that no one goes in till the door opens on its own.
But aren't we on the same side?
Affirmative, sir. But since I'm on CivDiv now, my programming requires me to submit to the local authorities.
Ja, na dann.
What happened to 113th and Primer?
After we got to Metropol, we tried to put up a fight, but couldn't do much. They fried 113th, and my rifles jammed. Primer surrendered on our behalf. After dressing us down, they took all my big guns and sold the 113th shell to some scrap dealer. Primer never was the same. He encrypted part of his own logic so he wouldn't have to think about losing the war any longer. Then, he disappeared beneath the city. And me, I came here.
Wir haben noch einen Entschlüsseler für urbane Kriegsmaschinen oder Kriegsnachrichten.
How did the war end?
For Surly Company, it ended when we staggered in here and surrendered. Beyond that, sir, it's all above my pay grade. Truth is, sir, we never even knew what we were fighting for, let alone what the Metropolitans wanted.
So I can't say for certain that Metropole won. But I'm pretty sure Urbani lost, what with all the civilians being dead and the army being beaten. How do you know you even have to pay something? This seems logical, sir. What if I could pay your fine for you, or get it canceled? Well, sir, then I'd be much obliged, and I'd probably just leave town. Can't say that I'd much like being in enemy territory.
And how are we gonna do that, boss?
I'll figure something out.
Mir den Schaden angesehen? Welchen?
I inspected the damage. All you did was ding the metal. Well, sir, until someone shows me the law that says I don't have to pay, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Ah, die Turmtür.
Over and
Okay.
out, sir.
Ja gut, da geht's auch noch weiter. Ja dann.